course, we are back with the No Neutral 5v5 exhibition. 5 of the best players in the US on each of these teams. A bunch of different variety in terms of where they're from, which characters they like to use, personalities, all sorts of great stuff. And right now, boy, it could not be much better than the one we are teeing up, as it will be Punk versus iDom. Yet again, a match that we have seen many times, including at the absolute highest level, of course. Capcom Cup Finals.
Not only seen that, NLBCs recently.
Oh yeah.
As, COVID has hit us. Going to the online scene. Seen them in other tournaments like that, and we're going to see them this weekend also play. And who knows the results that's going to be right. But what I do know is we're going to see some results right here. A nice little preview. I would even say preview. This is not an appetizer. This is still a main course, and y'all still going to be hungry for it, of course, this weekend. But right now, Punk versus iDom. Oh my! I'm so sorry to the production crew for what I might do, because this match is gonna be super sick. This match always got some heat, and neither of them want to face defeat, because Punk and iDom have been playing time and time again. As you said before, the Capcom Cup win went to iDom, and you know that Punk wants that revenge every so often. You know what I'm saying? He sees him up on the screen, he be playing mean.
That's right, and look, in general, when it comes to their overall match record, it's a 54% to 46% advantage in favor of
Punk. Yeah.
Punk has the slight advantage. That said, I mean, it's such a close situation. Of course, we have seen iDom take the W many times. Coming into this, I really don't even know which characters to expect.
I really don't either.
I don't know what to expect every time I see Punk nowadays. Obviously, the Karen is the one that we most associate with him, but he's made it to winners finals and grand finals of big majors not even too long ago, using characters like Rose and Vega and Ken, etc. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. And on iDom's side, he was actually talking about using somebody else, not using Laura or Poison. What do you think about this?
Bro, I told him in the back, don't do it to me like that, okay? Don't play that G. Get that out of here. Don't do it. But I will say this, though. He has been less and less on the Laura grind. It's all the time with the Poison. Every so often he'll pull the Laura pick, right? But he wants to move more towards the Poison pick, and some of that was because Art made him angry.
Right.
But it's just like the V shift and how he feels about that mechanic against a grappler character like her has kind of stifled, and even though you see these sick, cool comebacks and decimations from iDomination, it does wear on him in terms of, they can just V-shift out before I try to get my win. They just get away, stay out of danger. They just stay away. And again, the Poison pick on the screen. And I like that we were seeing the kid pick Punk versus iDom. Let's get it.
If you have victory preps like Punk does, if you have pressure like he does, one of the things everybody talks about with Punk is that his grab mix-ups are ridiculous. Ken is so strong for those.
And he's been bought this season. He punched DP.
Yeah, man.
The pushback on the crush.
It all turns into Oki, dude.
Oh, not like that, though. Big damage. Stun racking up.
Cooking up a little bit, too. Punk getting away. What a moment to pick. Just as V-Skill came out for Ken, it's like iDom knew. It's like he had a crystal ball. He knew exactly what was coming out, bringing out Crouching Fierce.
Pondering his orb. iDom getting hit, though. The DP Oki time. So iDom stays fine, able to get a hit and push him back like that to mid-screen. Around this distance is not too bad. You want to wait for that Fierce to whiff, for the Crouch Fierce to whiff. Even if you don't get a hit, you can still get the dash in on the negative frame situation. You see right there, Punk trying to push him in the corner.
Okay, yes, challenging well. Jumps in at perfectly. Great timing for it. He's got pressure out up close, supers on deck. He's a scary man. Oh, baby. What a challenge! It wasn't into a combo.
Had to do it. The reversal puts it back in the corner. EX. One more touch to connect, to seal it. The challenge and the defeat right here, Punk. Placing his buttons too. We talk about how good iDom is in reading someone's, their rhythm and stuff like that. He's probably one of the best at it too. Same with Punk, but he's got a different template for it. Didn't find the hit though. Unfortunate inconsistency.
Plus frames into not much. Wow. Punk bringing out the overhead at a very unusual time. Trying to scheme his way forward, dashing occasionally, jumping occasionally, using the V-Rev.
That's higher. EXDP gets the Oki, of course, and he's trying to look for that finesse and bless. No. iDom, block it. The crush off the heavy. Tatsu at the ready. Put him in the corner.
All about defense now for iDom. This is stuck in the corner. Ooh, a little bit too far away from sweep. Nokin from there.
These options disallowing the activation finally comes through on block, though.
Both of them was super. Just jumps out. He's out of there.
How that fierce hit, and that is gonna be into the super. What a time for iDom to swing it out like that. Let it hang. Oh my God.
We have seen so far a ton of control from Poison. Right? She's controlling the mid-range, controlling the anti-airs, playing very stably, occasionally EX heart rate to turn it on a little bit for herself. Very classic stuff. And then on the other side, it's Punk's Ken really trying its best to get in.
Yeah.
And that requires you got to dash sometimes, you got to V-skill sometimes you got to be patient, of course. Take your moment. Sometimes you got to jump in at the right time, you got to do jump in Tatsu, as you mentioned. There's a whole bunch of tools that you have. Each individual decision, maybe not likely to work out. But when you do find the hit, you snowball well, you deal a lot of damage. As we saw, he was literally one grab into 2 mix-ups away from taking the round, and he did. So that is always there.
That's the case, especially more now this season. He's gotten buffed. Some characters have gotten nerfed, so these moments can happen a lot better for Ken to get the win. Have that neutral situation where it's not difficult. Now, that being the case, there are some inconsistencies, as we did see, and we've seen throughout the CBTs and things like that in other tournaments. He still has some weaknesses. He still doesn't have the most stable neutral, but it's a lot more stable, and it's a lot better. And I feel like that helps the character live even in situations where maybe matchups aren't as bad. I think this matchup, though, is not too bad for Ken, though, as we've seen. And we're going to see more on the screen. Back at it, Punk versus iDom.
And as always, when you're playing a zoner, a lot of it is about, is about playing with your own spacing and making it so the opponent doesn't know where you are and where you're going to try to be taking up space. Right now, it's about pressure up close. Okay, backing off. Maybe not, right? Again, it's about playing with where you are.
And I kind of like that because I feel like Poison players get a little bit too comfortable with the zoning that they put on. But to go in to get that win is real dangerous because you're taking a lot of risk, but there's a lot of reward in store if you switch up the rhythm. And right now, Punk can't find it. Does find the activation, and it's Tatsu. DP, Oki time.
Again, think back to that last round. He could absolutely just take this thing right like that. He waltzes up for the grab. Oh! She recovered in time.
Reversal once again. That's good. That's a big win for Punk. But still can find the last hit to do it. iDom for the chip. No dip, of course.
Is that enough?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Into the super.
Is that enough? I don't think so either.
Oh, no. James, where are you? Oh, my God.
Come on.
And usually that damage dump out is from like B trigger to activation. This just from a straight super conversion. Oh, my God, Punk. Ooh, and the punish, too. That minus, more than -4.
Oh, that thing? Yeah, -10 or something. It's bad.
Yeah, that's real bad. DP right there is a fantastic option for Punk to land that, too. Gets the Oki and the corner push once again. About to be a win if you don't stop him.
Right. Directly back. Oh, wow. Stole a turn for the dash. Here's oh, no.
The commit. So gets the side switch. This is good. A lot of room to zone. A lot of room to throw out these buttons. And then again, to disrupt the rhythm. I go for the dashes, and we've seen people like Fudo do that. And now I feel like iDom's starting to shift to that direction, too, as well. With punish, though, on the fierce.
Maintaining control. Still has plenty of timer on that V-trigger. By the way, Ken ready to go. Yeah, here it comes.
Going your hard, go over the super, not just yet. Yeah, I knew it was going to scale. But that last hit, EX. Oh, back at him, though. You play with them things? Me, too. It's that situation.
Cannot get hit by that if you're iDom. Punk just scheming for one more hit. It's not going to happen.
Game to game, round to round. Let's see what's going down. And this is important. You want to be up 2 and make them do that long climb up to the top.
Heart rate into nothing. Punk's out of there.
Oh,
lovely with punish. Yes, it's directly into pressure. It's up close.
A sweep tartar right there.
But look stun at the already becoming an issue.
Exactly, the fact that the stun's been built up, forcing activation, big jump in, gets the win, the super situation once again, Punk the guy.
Exactly what he needed to have happen right there. Keeping his wits about him. Again, not giving up on any one of these approaches. Not giving up on ground approach, not giving up on air approach, regular jump, air tatsu occasionally. He is still mixing up all of these things. And then when he's up close, we talked about this before, his throw strike game is legendary.
It absolutely is, and the reason he's able to do too. I like the fact that you pointed out that he is so solidified in his game plan, right? Not deviating. It's such a strong one.
It is.
And when you get going, there's a lot of reward. Obviously, there's some risk that we've seen, but even in situations where there's risk, you see the stress. and the fact that you have to fight out of the corner against a character that is predicated on some of the best corner pressure in the business, some of the best, I would say. Top 3 in the game is difficult. So even if you get that win, there's a lot of that mental stack in the next round. Like, man, I spent all this energy trying to get out, and I don't want to be there, and it just wears on you constantly.
So this is actually the closest match that we've had so far. Again, each match before this went to a 2-0 and in fact, match point phase before getting a little closer. This one, finally, we have a 1-1.
Push on the Tatsu. I don't get a little bit of damage going. Again, you want to have these better round starts. Any zoners, that's just a typical thing in games. Have a better round start against the zoners. The stun is up.
All the way into the corner. Pressuring up close. Okay. It's not enough. Hold on. Punk barely lives, but he lives plenty enough. He's got to get maybe 3 more choices. It's not going to happen.
Not that risky of a jab, to be honest. If you would have got crushed right there into big boy damage, wouldn't did enough to do it. So, iDom, fantastic choice to throw out the light, to stay alive and thrive right here.
It's been very light on that after EX Heart Raid. Okay, Punk, you see what I'm talking about? He's not giving up on these approaches.
It's going to throw situation.
I love it, yes. Punk just getting right up close. Okay, maybe looking for a cross-up. It didn't come. iDom, some damage.
EXTP, we busted out. Not the worst time. Is in verge of building up enough bar for that feature in a situation with a lot of damage. Gonna go for the V reversal, and I don't mind that. Offensive V reversal, keep him caught up in the corner. The empty throw.
Ooh, finding it.
The line breaker.
Uh-oh. Right, you're frozen. Is it going to be the low or the overhead or the grab?
I don't know. Now it's game to game, round to round. I was a little mistaken previously because of the way the things went, but now it's definitely game to game, round to round. Punk finding the answers in the whip punish off the medium.
Let's get anything out of that? No. Yet again. Very cautious there.
Look at these walk-ins on how, just he's confident with that walk-in medium kick situation right there.
Yeah, pestering at a great spot for himself. How can iDom get out of the corner here? Still no grabs. No, look at where Punk was. He knew where he was. He knew he was ready. Oh!
Gotta stay steady with that confirm, though. But still, in the verge. And again, we saw this before. Caught up in the corner. This is not going to be real good for Poison.
Oh, this is such classic anti-zoner play. Beautiful stuff by Punk. The bulldogging. Oh, and then when he finally finds the hit, the hit confirm, of course, is there. And he has the smile on his face, and he earned it. Again, that is classic.
Yeah.
Anti-zoner play. Walk and block, walk and block. We've been calling it bulldogging for the last 25 years, and he put on a fantastic performance of it.
You got to get in there.
But you playing that nooch though, my boy.
I can't get in there no more. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
Gotta talk with it. I want anything. I'm not a glitchy guy, 88.
I forgot who's that guy who's like the champion of hot dog eating.
Oh, Kobayashi?
Nah, it's not him.
I think that is him.
White guy, right?
Yeah, it's a white.
Oh, yeah. For every 4th of July.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
That's the champ.
Not sure why we are talking about the, Glizzy Goblin out here, the champion, but I guess his name is Joey Chestnut.
What do you mean you guess?
Oh, yeah, you kind of find it.
No, yeah, you've been, dude, not the first time that you and I have talked about Joey Chestnut. You're a big fan.
I'm a huge fan of the the Blizzard champion out here. What I also am a big fan of is Punk out here doing really good work. I didn't hear his team wasn't really discussing much, and honestly, he doesn't have to discuss much. He's on game point, and everything he's doing is working.
Yeah, it was basically just them talking about how he was already playing really well, and then okay, let's talk about other stuff.
Yeah. Throws the most eyeballs. Anyway, let's see what's playing right here. EX. And he just backs off these situations, but still, he's getting a lot of damage. But as we said before, just one more jump in. And
it's basically throwing a fireball, doing that Crouching Fierce. You're stuck there for a long time. If the opponent guesses at the right moment to jump in, you get got.
Up kick. Put the flame on him. Roast him for a bit. Like a barbecue.
He's in here. Again, just trying to find that one hit, hoping to see overcommitment out of iDom. Doesn't come. He still has not done grab there, and he was finally right.
right, iDom fighting back from the brink, staving off that set point. Maybe give us some more action. Anti right there with a crouching medium punch. EX dashing. Yeah, holds that plus situation. I'm going for more of that aggressive gameplay, but I feel like that you get a little bit too risky with it. One whiff button, and that's a big jump in corner situation right there for Punk.
That's it. Exactly right. iDom knows that. Fewer crouching versus. Oh, he called it out. Needs to be punished. Yes, he's got super as well.
You know what he's going to get. Yes, sir. The super situation to seal it. The CA means we're going to be seeing more action with a perfect KO. Not even a perfect, but I'll call it that. This is that counts, the gray line. Get that out of here. That counts. And iDom still in it, and that was dominant. And now it's the switch back and forth between the zoning and the aggression. And that's where she can do that.
Oh, yeah.
She can definitely do that. You see it in this character's play, but you have to be able to shift back and forth like that and not get got, right? The risk that we see when you whip a button, a lot of recovery, means you get caught up in the corner, and that means you lose so much health. Now iDom is dashing in, medium, then back it off, back to the zoning play, and just eating away at too much health. And then when he does make these risks, when Punk does make these risks, it's dangerous. You lose so much health. Final game between the two.
You knew it was going to be close between these two.
Oh, yeah. Give us a set. Give me a show.
Okay, I feel like iDom is okay with that. Out of the corner, he's got a lot of space behind him, just like this. Just like this.
Woo! Of course, the activation off the medium.
You got to think back to when Punk put himself into the corner. Oh, no.
Oh. Kid players like, this is what we do to people? This is how we live? This sucks. This hurts.
Here it is. It's going to hit. Yeah, Punk takes advantage. And he's right up close.
I keep seeing some of that EX bar just to get that walk-in situation. But again, the fadeaway and play from iDom. The walk-up throw, look, I'm stutter stepping with it. Your guess is the crouching mini kick. Is it anything else? iDom fighting back, though.
Can't do super yet. Remember when he lost a round because he did that too early on chip?
That's true.
No, oh, lovely EX. He had backed off to a range where he was comfortable and walks in, and now Punk puts himself at match point.
Punk again. Can he seal it? We're going to go to final game, final round. Listen, I kind of want to see final game, final round. I'm going to be real with you. But the way that Punk's playing, if you can keep on in terms of, having a good round start with it, that's where he needs to live. Here's the EX, the knockdown. Punk back in the way, no confirm with the crouching mini kick. Very rare for Punk to not have those.
That's true. However, iDom was ready with his. What? Until the very last game, he finally did something else other than just jabs. You gotta save it for when it counts, and right now it counts. However, Punk is still in this thing.
If he makes this comeback, it'll be one of the best in the business. He's got bar at the bomb to cook with. Tatsu trying to find the jump-in situation, but the medium kick means that we are at final game, final round, Punk versus iDom. Let's go. This is what I want to see. Real action.
Punk starting it off well. He's got the super already on deck. The damage potential's there. iDom moving in all of a sudden.
Okay, Punk using more of that bar. That EX just to threaten with the fireballs. That's something she has to worry about, especially the EX addition. The cross-cut DP on the B skill. No bar on my Bailey's.
Just like that, we got Punk where he wants to be. Not for long, as iDom challenges. He's got his own super.
Both of them do a lot of bar to cook with. iDom running out of V-trigger. Spins it, sends it, gets the hit. One more will do it for iDom.
Yeah, but Punk needs really 2 hits.
Don't
he finds it.
Oh, he
with a big chance. Kick? Yeah, surprised to see it at that range.
You dangerous. You living reckless, my friend. This might be an end. The challenge! iDom takes down Punk with that super! He was ready, staying steady. Oh my God.
There you go, Punk. Eliminated in this team tournament here. We knew that was going to be a huge swing. Punk versus iDom. As soon as we knew that it was going to be them, I think we were all looking at that. I mean, honestly, no surprise that both of them were pegged to be the anchors of their respective teams. The fact that iDom moves on in a very close set, very, very close set,
the bid
is huge here because this means that Chris CCH is the lone member of his team remaining